Hello everybody, how are you? This is Karthik Puvan. I'm a leadership coach, author and a travel explorer. How are you? Well, when I do workshops, especially in engineering colleges, and a lot of students participate, and there I find this common problem, especially with the girls, when they come up to me and they say that, sir, we feel that our skin complexion is bad and I feel very low about it. Somebody says my ears are a bit different. Somebody says my nose is a bit different. Somebody says that their height is a little bit low. This one common problem I feel has to be addressed by their parents, especially, or the elders in the family. I don't know. Are you working on this problem of appearance, especially teenage girls? You have this problem of appearance, and this has to be addressed. And this can be addressed only by acceptance and healing all those rejections that have taken place precisely because of negative conditioning. You've been hearing of people tell that your nose is bad. You've been hearing that your ears are bad. You've been hearing that your height is low. You're hearing that your complexion is bad. You're not going to get some suitable person. Nobody's going to like you. All these terrible things and this kind of cruelty has happened to you, and I empathize with you if you are a woman, especially a teenage girl, and you're watching this video. It's very, very important that you learn to heal yourself. And the most important thing to understand is the body, when it is created, you do not have any conscious control over it. It's completely your parents' doing. So do not blame yourself for things that you have not done. That's number one. And second thing is, if you have to appear in a certain way and only then will things will happen to you, it's a very, very deep, insensible approach towards life. Well, there are certain professions like Bollywood, like Hollywood, where looks, it's like a showbiz, okay? So their looks matter, and especially money is oriented around looks. I'm not talking about that industry. I'm not even talking about that in that organizations where, looks are of paramount importance. But for a majority of you who are not into these kinds of professions, what stops you from experiencing and accepting yourself? You got to heal yourself. You got to heal all those wounds, especially which have been created by the vicious parents, vicious elders in the family, and also that vicious society which has been responsible for you to feel that way. Start accepting yourself immediately. Start appreciating yourself. If you feel that your body, you're very fat, tell yourself, I'm fat, but I also know that I'm very, very health conscious, and start working on your health. Do not blame yourself for what you feel. The next common problem that I have found is bullying. There's a lot of this bullying that happens in the college, in the campus, and this tends to affect the self-esteem, the morale of the teenage girl in a big way. So I know that if you are in your teenage, this might have happened to you. The bullying is a very, very common thing today, and you got to tackle this with intelligence. You got to stand out for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself, and you got to be very, very clear about what is accepted, what is not accepted, in a very dignified way, and it's definitely going to help you. Third important thing, the third important problem that needs to be immediately addressed is friendship. It's very, very important that you choose your friends very, very carefully. Otherwise, they will tend to limit you in all different ways. They'll tend to limit you in such a way where your ability to experience a joyful time with yourself will be largely reduced, and you will become nothing but a deep wish fulfiller for your friends. You will just dance into the whims and fancy of your friends. Especially, you will be like a people pleaser, and this can be avoided very, very largely if you want to. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you here. So the one thing is, choose your friends carefully, and if possible, you don't need to have a friend. You just need to have spiritual companions, and you need someone to be with you who can guide you, who can empower you, who can enrich you. That's it. Otherwise, what are friends for? They just try to, gossip, they try to speak about this and that, and they just try to put you onto a deep position where you will not be finding yourself well. And the appearance problem also can be largely elevated by the friends. The fourth problem, which you need to pay immediate attention to is dating. Today there are a lot of dating sites. You cannot rule yourself from it, and you may not have parents talking to you openly about it, but definitely when you enter a bad relationship, it's going to ruin your life big time. And I know when you are in a teenage, your body blossoms to a different possibility. There are hormonal imprints. Your intelligence might get hijacked by the hormones, and there are various other kinds of issues which you may go through. But handle them with grace, handle them with serenity. It's very, very important to not get into these traps, because when you get into these traps and start abusing your body, and you start having a pained relationship where you go through stress, where you go through arguments, it will be very, very difficult. And taking decisions in a very conscious way when so many distractions are available is very, very important. And you need to guide yourself. You need to be the best guide. Parents may not be very comfortable talking to you. I don't know. They've done a lot of things unconsciously. We'll not get into that. There are several videos I've spoken about it, so you can go and watch those videos. But since you're watching this video, in case you're watching this video, you have a very, very powerful advice coming to you from a person who's aware. That much you consider. This entering in a relationship must happen in a very conscious way. It should not happen out of compulsions. It should not happen out of physical compulsions, emotional compulsions, trying to cling on to somebody. Cling on to yourself. You're the best guide. Try to empower yourself. In fact, ask your father. Instead of asking him to buy you some pair of clothes, buy some of my videos, buy some of my download some of my courses on how you can enrich your self-esteem, how empower yourself, and go encouraging yourself towards creating a vibrant you. When you create a vibrant you, the kind of glow that you will find is awesome. And that's when you will have a great possibility to transcend into grace. So this is something that you'll have to be aware of, because parents are not going to speak about all these things. Another next important problem that you need to handle if you are in a teenage, especially being a girl, is in today's world where there's so much of talk about feminism, equality, all chances that you might have a direct comparison with a boy. And whatever the boys are doing, you also want to do it. They're smoking, I will also smoke. They're drinking, I will also drink. They're going out, I will also go out. They're having sex with multiple men, I also have. Well, all these negative traits, to take it on as a self-pride, is a great self-sabotage that many teenage girls today are doing to themselves unconsciously, and unfortunately. This can be avoided. You don't have to compare yourself with a man or a woman. You ask yourself, how would you like your internal states to be? And let me tell you, majority of the people do not have access to great internal states. If you are someone who is a feminist, if you have any kind of a feminism inside you, the first and the foremost quality should be nurturing. Nurturing yourself, feeling vibrant, having high levels of dignity to your body, your emotions, your energy, and carrying it with utmost integrity and feeling great. So I'm sure you might have gone through this video so far. If you've gone through this video so far, I want you to take active participation in case if you missed out on some points and you're not noted those points. Revisit this video, listen to them any number of times, reinforce them, and have a great time with your life. This is Karthik Puvanam. I'm a leadership coach, author, and a travel explorer, and I'll share some other amazing facts from another video. Good day.